This is Andrew from Curl, and you're listening to Ego and Vice.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.
Born and raised in South Bay, lower class punk ass, I was Northwood grade. I had it made. Spent my nights drinking with my mates. Just a short bus ride up to PA. Red River Red. Then I hit the wall and I knew I had to bounce. They still say that 19 years ago. Well, I got the hell out. From time to time you may see me hanging around. Now I feel like a stranger in this town. Crocs and rolls is where I learned to play. Westwood Tavern's where I learned to walk away.
Hey, this is Mike. This is Ego and Vice. Welcome back. This is episode 172. We just keep rolling along. How was your winter? Now that it's almost over. So sad. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I'm a winter guy. And I believe in making the best of things. So, keep your negative winter energy away. Anyway. On the show today, I have three members of the local band Sharlee. I have Sharlee herself, I have Chris, and I have Steve. They swung by Southwood Studio to talk all things Sharlee. And I want to make a quick correction. I say Sharlee a lot during the episode. I apologized to Sharlee's face. But that's the way I talk. I open my mouth, the words come out. I don't know what the hell. So, sorry. But everyone gets the point, and she didn't seem too upset about it, so let's go forward. This is a song from Sharlee. It's their latest release. It's called The Mud. After this, we'll come back with Sharlee, Steve, and Chris. And we'll talk music. Sounds good, right here on Ego and Vice.
Underground, stuck in the mud. I'm reaching out to you from up above. Oh, silly girl, you gotta go back home. I can't do nothing more till winter snow. Ring the bell, it's supper time. I sit and act and smile through telling lies. Oh, silly girl, you gotta go to bed, but not before I clear what's in my head. If I could ask for one thing, I'd ask for you back. I know it's difficult to only think like that, but how can I move on when I know where you are? I know it's hard to grow when loved ones go. In my bed under pale moonlight, I sit and ask if God is by my side. Oh, silly girl, you shouldn't ask like that. You know things come and go, and that is that. If I could ask for one thing, I'd ask for you back. I know it's difficult to only think like that, but how can I move on when I know
Hey, welcome back. This is Ego and Vice. This is episode 172 on the dawn of the end of the snowboard season. I was out on the hill today, and I'm bidding farewell to the beautiful snow. I'm into the slush, but I'm also sitting with 3 snowboarders. I don't even know. How did this happen?
Yeah.
I'm sitting with Sharlee. I'm sitting with Chris, and I'm sitting with Steve from the band Sharlee.
Yep.
There we go. And they're all snowboarders, and they're all here, and they all have pets. Steve has a horse, of course. Steve has a horse. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. How did you spend your winter? What was the best parts? Chris.
Ooh, good question. I was doing a lot of prep. I moved out from the parents' place for the first time to my own apartment, so a lot of planning, getting that ready. So that was a big part of my winter. And then, yeah, we played a show in February, so that was the other, I guess, highlight. Not as much snowboarding. Didn't unfortunately get out on the slopes this year, but yeah, plenty of time next year.
What about you, Steve? How was your winter? Now that it's ending.
Yeah, well, right. It's so sad. It's getting too warm out there for the boarding. Yeah, hit the slopes a few times. That was great. The gig that Chris is referring to, live on Elgin, was awesome. You know what I really love is jamming with Sharlee and the band in this nice kind of rehearsal space that Chris has in his basement. And man, you can hear every note. It sounds great. I just really enjoyed those jams.
Amazing. Sharlee. Same
This-
question.
Yeah, this winter I got to go to Ghana, Africa. So
Wow.
my parents live there, so it's their last year there. They've been there for about 3. So that was really cool to kind of escape the cold for a little bit. I didn't get to do much snowboarding, but got to do lots of songwriting and rehearsals.
Well-
So that was fun.
Awesome. That's what we're here to talk about. I did some crack research.
What?
Some crackhead research.
There you go.
And I did find a bio. Maybe we should introduce what you do in the band first. Let's start with Sharlee. Obviously, you are the namesake of the band.
Yes.
You are the vocalist.
Yeah.
Do you play any instruments in the band?
I play acoustic guitar sometimes.
Okay.
And I'm the songwriter as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Steve.
I play bass and carry stuff.
As a good bass player should. Chris?
Yeah, I play guitar, background vocals, and I get on Steve's nerves. So
Cool. It says here that, Sharlee, you launched your maybe a solo career in 2023?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was when I released my first song, Think It Over. And at that point, I didn't have a band yet.
Okay.
That formed later.
Before we get into how the current formation of the current lineup of your band started, can you each give me a bit of an origin story? What is your history in music? Maybe your history in the Ottawa music scene, since this is Ego and Vice, Ottawa's oldest and longest running independent music podcast. Little shill there. Let's start with Chris.
yeah, no, I've been grew up in a very musical family. My dad played guitar, sang in like wedding bands in Poland, and he brought that over. So started playing drums when I was probably 3 or 4. Picked up the guitar and singing a couple years after that. And yeah, played a couple things when I was younger. I did some shows at like the Schenkman Arts Theater for we were part of. I was part of like a singing group thing.
Barbershop Quartet.
No, not quite. It was a singing school, and then the big thing at the end of the year is you have a big show. So did that. Also did, I'm not sure if it's still around, but Be in the Band. It was just a kids thing where a bunch of kid musicians get together and they form a band. It's all organized, of course, and then you get to play at Blues Fest in like the 1 p.m. slot on like a Wednesday or something. But it was still pretty cool. So,
Hey, aren't people there from like morning till night? Good old
Yeah.
Blues Fest. Someone will see you.
So yeah, kept going up with music. Sharlee and I went to high school together. We played some things together at that point, and yeah, just kept going with guitar and music, and yeah, here I am.
Cool. Steve.
Little kid, I played piano, so learned a bit of theory and notes and all that good stuff. And then in high school, I actually played guitar in a band. And then as I got older, all the other guitarists kind of passed me in skill level. And I found that people need bass players. And you don't have to be the best bass player in the world to get in a decent band and play with really good musicians and singers. So that was my thing. And it's worked out pretty well.
Amazing. Bass players are a good bass player is a good bass player. Hard to find. I always find bass players are the character of the band. Are you the
well, I don't know, Sharlee.
The class clown.
Yeah, I'm the
Comedic relief.
yeah, bit of kind of the weirdo, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
No, all said with love.
Jeez, it's all coming out now. Isn't it?
No, that's what we do.
No, it's good. It's awesome, and I learned along the way that it's not about how many notes you play. It's kind of about when you play them.
Mm-hmm.
So hitting the pocket with the drummer, getting that vibe going is so satisfying.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And Chris, you used to play drums.
Yes.
Do you still play drums?
Occasionally, not
Okay.
like formally, just whenever I want to get the energy out. It's so fun to play. So
You may know this already, but in Ottawa, the limited resource is a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So
Yeah.
keep your chops up. Write your own
I'll
ticket.
see. I'll
Charlie,
do what I
let's do the origin story.
So I started learning or singing like from the age of 2. I guess I did my first little concert. I sang ABCD, the ABCD song, you know. I told my mom I wanted to do it at a talent show that we just went to watch, and then she let me do it for some reason. Then when I was like 10 or so, I started learning acoustic guitar. My parents taught me. I took no lessons, and I kind of still haven't taken any lessons to
That's
this
okay.
day. And I learned a bit of piano when I was 20 or so, and pretty much since the age of 16 on, I've been doing live shows, but mostly cover bands. So, which is not my favorite scene, but still good. Like the original music scene, way better.
Well, covers are important, especially if you're coming up and you're actually trying to make a living in this crazy thing they call the music industry.
Yes.
Because if you're out there starving artists writing your own songs, playing gigs, it's a tough grind.
Yep.
You get a good cover band together, or you play acoustic stuff. You go sit at a pub, which I think you've
Yes.
done. I think I read that somewhere in my crack research.
Yeah. So
Heart and Crown, I think I read too.
Yeah, I play at the Heart and Crown and Old Dubliner, kind of like literally everywhere. So it's fun, and I'm in 3 different cover bands. So
Okay.
I have like my favorite one though is I play with his brother. His brother's a pianist.
You can
Fantastic.
You can name the bands. Give a shout out to the other members.
Cool. So this one's called Apollo Envy, the piano vocal duo. My pianist's name is Daniel. He is awesome. I also play in a band called Soundcheck. We play all those Heart and Crown shows and stuff. And then I play in a brand new band I just joined, The Social Distance, and they're pretty cool guys.
Cool. Right on. Says you're from Orleans.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
No, born in PEI,
Oh, cool.
raised everywhere.
East Coast.
Yeah.
How about you? You guys, are you all Ottawa born?
Born and raised Orleans. Yeah.
Orleans. New Orleans.
No.
Just
I
old.
wish.
Just
It'd be a little
Orleans.
bit more flair.
Narlands? No?
A little
Okay.
bit cool, but no.
All right.
Orleans whole life. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I grew up in Vankleek Hill,
Oh, yeah.
Ontario. Yeah, the place to go if you have no other choices. And then spent about 20 years in California, and then I actually really miss Canada, and we moved back in 2020. So
California. That's sweet. Sharlee, growing up, it says here your inspirations were bands like Paramore, Green Day, Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where
Love
did all
them.
that come from? You just discovered that on.
I think my parents, to be honest. I think Paramore was like a later thing in life. Just realized how cool Hayley Williams was.
Right.
But Janis Joplin was like, since I was a child, my mom loves her. Green Day, I don't know who doesn't like Green Day. I don't know. That's a fun band. I also like bands like Feist, and I love Feist, actually. They have a cool sound. I like a lot of different genres of music, I guess. So I take inspiration from a lot of different places.
Cool.
Yeah.
And when you were growing up, I know you did the ABC song. When do you remember starting to write, like actually write music?
The first time I wrote a real song, actually I wrote 3. I wrote 3 real songs and got them recorded at my friend's uncle's house. I was 12.
Wow.
Yeah. They were okay for a 12-year-old. Like they they worked. I wrote the music for it and lyrics and yeah, it was fun.
Were you working 2 jobs to pay for that, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, jeez.
Had to wait for the birthday.
Oh, I see. That's good. I got some studio in my Christmas stocking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's good though. Super supportive parents, obviously.
Definitely.
That helps, Someone flipping the bill in the early ages, encouraging, keeps your head in the right direction, and it allows you to do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have that, so.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Way to go, Sharlee's parents.
Thank you, Sherry and Charles.
There you go. Okay, so once you started writing songs, and then you started, I guess you must have started gigging a bit, playing after you were 12 as you kind of grew up.
Yeah. I started playing when I was 16. I did a couple competitions, and that's kind of how I got into. It's how I got into my first band.
Is that the She's the One?
So that one I did with you, with Christian. That was 2018.
Yeah.
My first
End of high school, yeah.
Yeah, I did Ottawa Idol in 2016. That was
Okay.
like something run by Eldon Fox, and that was a fun thing.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yes, I met Megan Frankar through that, and she's a fantastic musician. Actually,
cool.
Fantastic singer. But yeah, so I started with that, and then the owner or the lead guy in the band that I'm in now, Soundcheck, saw me online, and then was like, "We need a fill-in singer," and so I kind of started with that.
When you were 16.
Yeah.
Okay. So from 2016 to 2023, when Sharlee the band started, can you give us some highlights in that chunk of time, like how you got to where you are? Or we are.
Yeah, where we are. I think one of the highlights that made me think about pursuing original music within that time was doing the Blues Fest She's the One in 2018, because it was really encouraged to do an original piece there in that competition. And so we did a Janis Joplin song, and we did one that I've never released anywhere. But it was like more jazzy back then, I would say, the style. I think that was a big motivator. Once I finished university in 2022, that's when I was like, okay, I have more time to kind of put into this. And that's, I think, why we started in 2023. Yeah.
You and Chris went to high school together. How did Steve come into the picture?
I want to hear it from Shark.
Okay.
Is that okay? I can give you mine too, but I've always wondered.
Both sides of the story.
What
So
thinking?
I don't know what I was thinking. No, I do know what I was
Do
thinking.
it at the same time and see if it lines up.
Okay, cool. So
Okay, so
are you
No.
So I found Steve through Gene, our lead guitarist, because Steve and Gene play in a cover band called Alley Cats. I went out, they were playing at Tap Room in Orleans one evening, and I was like, oh, let's go out and see them, because I hadn't seen them before. And it was kind of like in that moment where I was watching, Steve was playing the stand-up bass and doing some cool stuff. And I was like, and actually Gene, who's our guitarist, I didn't even ask Gene at this point to be in the band. But I was like, I need a bassist, and that was kind of cool. And I was like, maybe he'll say yes. And he did. And I was like, oh, okay, that was easy. And you guys, I think that night you played one of my original songs, and I sang with you. Yeah. So that was cool too. They were like, we like your song Green. Do you want to, like, we learnt it. Do you want to sing it tonight? And I was like, oh, definitely.
Cool. What a great segue with the song Green, which was released May 12th, 2023. Why don't we play it?
Yes.
So the good listener has some context and knows what we're talking about. Would you like to introduce it?
Yeah. I wrote that song originally about my now fiance's eyes.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Who was fucking Mess about?
The ex.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. It was about me.
Okay. This is Green by Sharlee. Right here on Ego and Vice.
When I see the color green, I forget just what to say, 'cause I get lost in your eyes over and over and over and over again. I can never feel alone when I get to see your smile. Oh, 'cause I fall in love over and over and over and over again. So when you're lonely, my arms are open wide, and I'll stay right by your side. 'Cause I can't breathe until I see the color green. I can never ask for more, 'cause you're the one I adore. So I'll be your light over and over and over and over again. Take my heart and I'll take yours. We will fight each other's wars. Oh, 'cause I'll fight for love over and over and over and over again. So when you're lonely, my arms are open wide, and I'll stay right by your side. 'Cause I can't breathe until I see the color green. 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 So when you're lonely, my arms are open wide, and I'll stay right by your side. 'Cause I can't breathe until I see the color green. The color green. The color green. The color green. 'Cause I can't breathe until I see the color green.
So the band is together. What happens next?
Hopefully some cool stuff.
What happened then next?
Oh. The band's together. I think the reason I got the band together was to do, was it a festival? Jog my memory of what
Cafe
our
de Cuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Cafe de Cuff first. Yeah.
Cafe.
5-band night.
Yes. There was a thing called Super Summerfest that like someone from Montreal was throwing at Cafe de Cuff, and I was like, I would really like to do it, but I don't have a band. So that's the reason I got the band. We played that first show without Gene as well. And yeah, that's where it started.
So it was like the idea was just like a one-off, and you
Yeah.
did so well that you said, hey, why don't we keep doing this?
Yeah, we actually went into that show we were gonna open, I think, and then the other bands were kind of like, maybe you headline it because, yeah,
Because you're really good.
yeah, we did our sound check. I
okay.
remember, and everyone, like the other bands, were like, what, and like I think they decided around like when we were there.
Yeah, after the sound check.
After the sound check, they were like, can you go last?
And everybody there, they didn't know us, but they went bonkers.
Yeah.
Like they just were yelling. They just loved it. And we thought, oh, this could be a thing.
Well, yeah, you don't ignore certain signs from the universe, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
And if the feeling's right, then why not? If everyone was available for that night, let's do another night and then see how it goes.
Yep.
So is that what happened? So you started, I guess, jamming on a full-time basis as a band. You're in 3 cover bands plus your own band?
Yeah.
How do you prioritize that? How do you prioritize? Because you're obviously a very busy person. And I'm not really asking, I'm sure there's like 7 days in a week and you're in 4 bands. How do you prioritize what's the most important to you? Or is it all like, is it all the same?
I think, well, a good part about all of this is that my whole life and everything is music related. Like I teach singing and songwriting and a little beginner guitar and stuff in the week evenings. So I have my mornings and stuff to rehearse for everything. But yes, I'm constantly rehearsing. And sometimes that does take, like in the cover bands, it takes a little bit more out of me. So that can deter like how much I'm able to put into the original project. But I always try to make room to write constantly. Like they know I always show up with something at our rehearsals and stuff. And I mean, if I don't write songs, then we don't have any to play. So
So they're both important to you.
Yes.
Like the original music plus the cover stuff. Could you do one without the other? Like if you lost
I would
one
be
of them?
able to, if I could do our original band full time and drop everything else, I would. Yes.
Okay. I think that was the answer I was digging
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Not to take away from what you're doing in the cover projects, because they're equally, they have their purpose and whatnot. But I just wanted to see where you were at as far as that.
Yeah. That would be the dream, you know?
And when you write nowadays, obviously it's not the same as when you were 12 years old.
Yeah.
I have listened to some of the singles that came out. We already talked about Green, and I think you dropped Think It Over earlier. June 13th, 2022, Think It Over.
Yeah.
August 24, 22, Fucking Mess, about the ex.
Yeah.
May 12, 23, Green, about the fiance's eyes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Right?
I don't care what they're all about. It's just what I remember, right?
Valid.
It's okay. May 26, 2023, Pick My Poison.
Yeah.
June 30th, 2023, Uneasy. Feb 24, Set Me Free. Feb 9, 25, Unless It's You. And The Mud, October 4th, 2025, which was played by myself and Max on the Southwood Stereo.
What?
What?
Right on.
Oh, you guys didn't know that?
No?
No. Is that
the
recorded
heck?
somewhere?
Yeah. You know Max, don't you?
Yeah.
He reached out to you to see if we could use it.
Oh, yeah. I knew that then.
Hell.
Guys, sorry.
Oh, I gotta hear that. That's
Boom.
amazing.
I do. Yeah. I knew that was happening. I
Good
haven't
song,
heard
right?
it.
It's a very good song. What was I asking? Oh, yeah, the writing now. With all the music influence in your life, the singing, teaching, cover bands, Haley Williams, Steve, Chris.
Yep.
What do you write about? What is your muse today?
Okay. I'm trying. That's a hard one because I feel like I can only write music when I feel like I can write music. Like there it's just like that where I could be doing literally anything and I just have this feeling that I need to write a song. And maybe there's not even a reason why, but like a reason comes out of it to create the song. And usually like when I'm writing stuff, like it's done within the hour, not like the whole thing, but the skeleton
bones.
of the song
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
And I know it's good immediately to the point where if I'm spend more than that hour on it, I'm tossing it or putting it aside and maybe never looking at it again, or maybe reusing parts of it. But
Question I ask a lot on this is, how's your phone voice memo? Full?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's maxed out. I had to go through it the other day, but it's hard because I'm like, no.
I might use that.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
that was cool.
It's like 4 seconds. I can't hit delete on that one.
No. Yeah.
I know.
The notes are weird on it too.
It's a songwriter's greatest tool.
Yep.
What did we do without it? Before it, I mean. I guess we wrote shit down on cocktail napkins or your arm.
Right?
If you had a pen. Or you just remembered, because I think we used our brains more back then.
I think so. That's true.
But yeah, for songwriters, that voice recorder is just it's either lyrics or it's humming or it's singing. It's just the chorus. You can hear the wind in the background,
Yep.
you know, and all that shit. So.
Yep, exactly.
You guys ever like wake up from a dream where there's? You guys ever wake up from a dream where you hear a song in your head and then you grab your phone and try and hum it or something?
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Do they ever work out?
No.
They're really,
Because
I haven't
sometimes
had
I do that and it's actually garbage in the morning. But at
Yeah.
the time,
really
it
good in the
sounded great.
dream, though. Eh? Remember?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
So if you remember them, they're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And it's impossible to reproduce that vibe.
Yeah.
Do you write, Steve?
No, but I dream a lot. So yeah,
dreamer.
I've
He's a
written a couple of songs, and maybe one day I'll show them to you.
Yes. I have never
on.
heard
Chris?
them.
No, not for years, if at all.
As a guitar player, too, eh?
No, so typically what I do in this band here is Sharlee comes up with like she was saying, the skeleton of the song, and I have, for my own influences, I think and I hear parts as I'm listening to it the first, couple times, and that's just what I put down. But in terms of like starting by writing a riff or like starting with lyrics, no, I don't do that.
Yeah, that's cool. All shapes and forms when it comes to musicians, and it's just like you're writing in a way, just adding your flavor, right? It's like,
Exactly.
I know this part is written, but I'm going to do it the way I do it. So,
Yeah.
And it's still being creative and whatever. You don't have to write a song from start to finish to say that you were, you were part of the creative process. Live on Elgin, you've played Avant Garde. You already talked about Blues Fest, the Voodoo Rock Fest,
Yeah.
Gussapalooza,
Yeah.
Hope Rock Fest.
Yeah.
Did you just do that with
Yeah.
the new hires?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Little known fact is that my housemate upstairs, Laura Andrews,
Yeah.
she was the the VP of music for Hope for the last 25 years.
Wow.
She just retired. I've been affiliated with Hope as a volunteer. I've played Hope a few times. It was one of the reasons I went out to Halifax. The one year they had Hope in Halifax, my band played in Halifax.
That's
that was the
awesome.
second time I was there. Anyway, so let's talk about some of these shows. That's amazing. Like, from a band that was only supposed to get together for a one-off.
Yeah.
Wow, what a resume.
Yay.
Did you want to talk about some of those? Voodoo Rock Fest, Gussapalooza?
Yeah, Voodoo Rock Fest was our first festival we ever did, and so we're kind of nervous for it, for sure. It was, and I think remains to this day, one of our favorite.
Where was it?
It was in Odessa.
Odessa.
Yeah,
It's just
so
outside of Kingston.
a guy named Joe Matthews ran that event, and he did it for 10 years. We played one, I think it would have been 2024 and 2025, because we did 2 back-to-back years, and last year was his last ever year. So we played the 10th anniversary final Voodoo Rock Fest.
Cool.
Yeah, super
So
fun.
it's done.
It's done.
Well, R.I.P.
Yep.
Voodoo Rock Fest.
I know.
If you see a festival, go to a festival.
Please.
I'm just saying. Gussapalooza. That is, I know where that one is.
Yeah, that was in...
I think
Close
it's
to-
Cookstown.
Oh,
is
yes.
the
Ontario.
official place.
I think I just sent in an application before Christmas there.
Us
right on.
too.
That's the third time I've brought up Christmas. What's going on?
Yeah.
Crazy. Cosmic.
Oh, yeah.
Gussapalooza, how was that?
That was super fun too. That was our first time playing, I guess, outside of Ottawa or Kingston. So that was cool.
How was, now that we're kind of early into 2026, how was 2025 for the band?
I think it was our best year yet.
Why?
We got to play more shows
Cool.
and write more music. I like the songs that came out of 2025 as well.
Where do you record now? Like, were most of these songs recorded?
They are all recorded through our old drummer who took off to Toronto, Jason Kokovas. He's like 23, and he originally was like, hey, like, can I, like, with Think It Over, that was the first song I gave him. I gave it to someone else before. I can't even explain what came back to me. It was terrible. And I was like, wow. And it was just, I remember I sent in a demo with me singing and his brother Daniel playing the piano, and the one comment I got from the producer was like, I want to remove the piano. And I'm like, that is the bones of this song. And anyways, I fired that guy and I hired Jason. I gave him a chance because I was like, he was like, I'm new to this, you know, and he was like, but I think I got it. And he sent back Think It Over. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what was in my brain. And he hasn't missed yet, to be honest.
If you want a producer, I guess you could put your music in their hands. And I find nowadays writing music, well, in my point of view, it's like I kind of know what I want to hear. And a producer can chop it up and make it what he wants to hear. That's where conflict can arise for sure. I think nowadays, because there is so much DIY and you can do it yourself and stuff like that, and there's like competition out there, so people can't be strong arming you saying we're gonna do this, but it also depends on where you want your song to go. If you're writing a radio hit, or if you're just writing a song to write a song. I think what most people need is an engineer to record the song and somebody to mix and master it. I think people should produce their own music. That's my opinion. Definitely. Because that's the vision you want to hear. Of course, take little things. Maybe change that, snip this a little bit, but not take the piano out. It's just like, dude, you weren't in the room for one thing, and maybe you misunderstood what I'm trying to get across here. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's like that's a strange way of doing it. Produce your own stuff. Release what you want.
Exactly.
You know, and take advice.
Yep. Shar, do you see Jason as a co-writer actually? Or?
Yeah. Jason would be a co-writer for sure, because like what I'm giving him is either piano, guitar, and then we have a phone call and I'm like, okay, so I'm like, what do you think the drums should do? And he's like, and he's a drummer, so he's like, here's some ideas, and we work through it. And the bass line, sometimes I come up with the bass line, but then either you make it a little fancier or Jason just makes it crazy. He plays every instrument, so they're all live instruments. Yeah. Unless I'm recording Dan playing piano. I record my own vocals. I send them to him. He mixes and masters everything. Yeah.
Cool. Well, it sounds great. Is there music on the way?
Yes.
After the last thing was The Mud?
Yeah. So I'm currently recording a new song with Jason. Mm-hmm. It's literally, actually Daniel's on this song. He hasn't been on a song since Fucking Mess, right? Yeah.
Was he on
there?
Okay.
Yeah. He was the beginning. We just have been playing it without him.
True. we do change a lot of songs from like sometimes like the early stuff, especially with the piano to make it more kind of current, I guess, like based on the current makeup of our band, I guess.
Singles. A lot of singles.
Does the
band got an album in them?
Nope. Well, okay, do I have it in me to do it? Yes.
Do you have time?
I have so many. Actually, half of the songs that we play live all the time, I have them recorded and finished. I just have not released them.
How about an EP?
An EP we did.
Oh.
So that was the Uneasy EP. That was with Green. No, Green was a single. No, it wasn't. No, I don't remember. There was Uneasy, Lying in My Bed. There's a couple of... Green was on that, yes. There was 5 songs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mother? Yes. Oh, Mother. I would do that again for sure. I have enough to release an EP. I'm just trying to figure out how it's going to work, because I've kind of created the songs throughout the past couple years, and I've been sitting on them to make sure that I still like them enough to release. And kind of the style that is happening right now is a lot different from back then.
Okay.
So,
Well, you can always update them.
yeah.
What's your take on singles or EPs or full records? What do you prefer?
I prefer, obviously, kind of releasing singles. EPs are good. I find singles tend to gain more traction typically than EPs, because people don't. I don't know what it is.
What's your take, Steve?
This is just beyond me. I think the single thing works out well. You know, people get excited. It gives you a lot of little chances to get a bit of pop, and gives you an excuse to have a night out.
Mm-hmm. Chris?
Yeah, I think for what we do, like the singles have been working, so I think we'll be continuing with that. Whether or not we switch it up, bring an album out, or EP, that's something for really Sharlee to bring forth, I think, and then we'll have a discussion about it. But
Anyway, what does the future look like? Where would you like to go with this band? You already said you wish it was your main project. In a perfect world, in a perfect future, where would you like to see the band be in 5 years from now?
5 years is a lot of time. I would like to be playing some bigger shows. My favorite part about doing everything is playing. Like, I can record all day and do whatever, but getting to play the shows are the best part. And like seeing the increase that we've done, even if it's just a little bit so far, it gives me a little bit of hope that we could do something cool in the future, and we can maybe even open for someone cool. That would be great.
Once you get a taste of playing live, it's
hard.
it's pretty hard to not love it. Production and stuff, it's also exciting. Like in the studio, when you first hear the playback of a mix or something, it's like, wow, there it is.
It's the best part.
That's equal to stage sometimes,
Yep.
but depends.
I love it.
Steve, where would you like to see the band in 5 years?
Maybe doing sort of mini tours, more Toronto and Montreal. I'd love to play Montreal. That's such a great vibe. People there are real music lovers, and it's only an hour and a half away, so that would be cool. I think it's a medium step that sounds doable.
Very doable, for sure. Chris?
yeah, I think just pretty much to Steve's point there, just slowly putting one foot in front of the other, getting even just for smaller things, just getting out to more things to get our music out there to more people. Like less so, well, not less so, but instead of it being more so just friends and family, strangers that just stumble upon our music and listen to it. That I always love that feeling of, it's not just, oh, mom is happy again to hear the song. It's
Mom, you're embarrassing me.
yeah, it's a person that you just walk past on the street, and you never know, they know your song or whatever.
Yeah.
Other than that, just maybe more festivals. Blues Fest would be cool if we can do that. And then like Steve said, Montreal, definitely another market that we could hopefully get into sometime soon.
That's good. Well, it's all realistic, attainable goals. Just got to put in the work, put in the time.
Exactly.
Don't break up.
People
And
dig the band too. Like folks that don't know us, at the end of the night, they love us. It's just, how do we get more of those folks?
yeah, you just got to play more
Classic
shows.
question.
I know. Gotta keep opening for people.
Unfortunately, music gets kind of lost in the ether, right? Just because there's so much. Live shows are where you capture people, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Sole reason I started the podcast was because you can go to see Metallica and go on YouTube and look up a James Hetfield interview.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you go to won't say that. Sometimes if you go to the Dom and you see a band and you're like, those guys were fucking great. So you go home and Google them and you find out that they have a podcast, a local podcast, where no one else is going to offer them that, right? Mm-hmm. So hopefully this will help you guys out as well.
Definitely.
Awesome.
With the local scene. And then networking, getting their fans to be your fans, and so on and so forth. Grow in the community.
Yeah.
And ask, like we said.
Exactly.
Before we play 13 questions with the band, which is a trademark, it's not trademarked, but it's a fun game that we play here on Ego and Vice. Without naming every band in town, would you like to thank anybody?
Yes, I would like to thank number one, the new hires. They're awesome. They're sick. And Max did introduce us together.
Max, my boy. Max is a part of the Ego and Vice family. He's my co-host on the Southwood Stereo, a local music showcase podcast. Is a sister podcast to the Ego and Vice podcast. So check that out, where The Mud is playing, and apparently the members of The Mud don't even know it's on there. So
Now we do.
someone dropped the ball, and it wasn't me and Max.
Yep.
So, anyway, anyone else? Any other thank yous?
The ladies who run Songbird Coven, Roxanne, that is a great opportunity for small artists like me to kind of go and share my music, and it's kind of, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's kind of like a singer-songwriter circle they do, and it's a performance. You kind of like how they do in Nashville. That was really cool to do with them in December. So I'd like to thank them for keeping that kind of tradition alive and bringing it to Ottawa, because I haven't seen that before.
Very cool.
John at Live on Elgin.
John's the best.
John is awesome.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to just thank my family, all the supporters we have, keep us going, and
Sweet. One day someone's gonna thank themselves, and I'm gonna be a happy guy. I'd like to thank myself. Anyway, are you ready to play 13 questions with the band?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Time for 13 questions with the band. Yes, this segment's back again. It's called 13 questions, but I only asked 6, maybe 5.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, this is 13 questions with Sharlee. Is that the band's name, Sharlee?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Thanks.
How do you feel about that?
I've made it, so pretty good.
Was there ever a talk about a band name?
There kind of was, but then I don't remember what happened with that.
I think it just fizzled out. We're like, what do we call ourselves? Because people were asking, and we ended up just forgetting to make something or trying to make something. So it ended up being Sharlee.
And I've been calling you Sharlee this entire podcast, but that's the way I say it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I know it from listening to them. I'm Sharlee.
Yeah.
Here at the end, I will try and correct myself.
No worries.
We all know it. I hope that's not disrespectful.
No, because pretty much 70% of people also call me or Charlie. They just yeah.
It's like a
It's
like a hard S.
And my British grandfather, Sharlee. So
Max calls you Sharlee. I'm pretty sure that's why I call you Sharlee. Sharlee.
Yeah, the emphasis is definitely not on the Lee, but
Sharlee.
it's kind of written like that, right? There's 2 of them.
It's kind of a little bit, but anyway. 13 questions with the band. These are kind of rapid fire. I'll ask each of you. If you go into depth, it might not make the podcast. Sharlee.
Yeah.
How about that?
Perfect.
What was the first concert you ever saw? Or attended, pardon me.
Hillary Duff in 2007.
Where?
Kingston?
Sweet.
It's awesome.
Steve. First concert you ever saw?
Supertramp. It was awesome.
Carp Fair?
Carp Fair, Supertramp? Come on. Oh. No. It was Lansdowne Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Circa
1985.
Nice. The 80s were a great decade, I think.
I was like 2 years old then, right, Sharlee?
Chris.
Jonas Brothers, 2007, 8-ish.
How was that show?
It was fun. It was at the CTC, I think. And
In which year?
I don't remember. I was very young, but when they were in their prime,
Was
blowing up.
it so called the Corel Center?
It
Oh,
may have
I
been.
remember that.
I still call it the Corel
honestly-
Center. I can't help myself.
My parents do too.
Next question. What is your desert island record? If you got stuck on a desert island for 10 years and you only had one record to pick.
Oh. Dreams, Fleetwood Mac.
Classic.
Yep.
Steve?
Any album by Corduroy, awesome funk band from England.
Wow. You have a good time on that island.
Right now, probably Ants from Up There by Black Country New Road.
Deep cut. I like it.
Yeah, I'd probably cry on the island though.
No
Only with
Well,
that
you'd be alone. Just you and the coconuts.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
one. Good album though.
Sharlee. What is your favorite song today?
Right now, that's such a hard question. I would say the one I always go back to and listen to at least once a day is All I Wanted by Paramore. It's fantastic.
Cool. Steve?
Okay, Raccoons in the Attic by Sugar Bomb.
Oh, shit. Oh,
They
yeah.
actually have a raccoon on the recording. It's amazing. Maybe it's a person, but it sounds like a raccoon.
Sugar Bomb. Chris?
I think I'd go today. Shed by Title Fight.
Cool. I appreciate the local choice. By
Aren't
the
they
way.
fantastic?
Yeah. If you want to know about Sugar Bomb,
Episode 148.
is that what it is?
Yep.
God damn.
There we
See?
go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You want a job? That's slick.
Playing
job,
bass? Sure,
Steve.
no problem.
That was slick. All right, next question. I should say that 13 questions with the band. I have 13 questions I ask from them. I don't ask all 13.
Oh,
We're not gonna be here all night. You may have touched on this earlier. From each of you, what band would you love to open for? Any
well,
band, any band you want.
Okay, this isn't even like lining our styles together necessarily, but my favorite band ever is Oh Mother. Canadian band too. That
Mother,
would
Mother?
be
Steal your answer.
what?
Mother.
Mother.
Totally
Not.
stole my
I
answer.
literally said
Not
Oh
your
Mother.
song.
Oh
Mother,
Mother. My favorite band's Mother from Vancouver.
Okay.
So I'd like to open for them.
You stole my answer. They
Really?
are awesome. Yeah, super creative.
They
Yeah,
are awesome.
You're just
Totally.
saying ditto,
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
ditto.
sticking with it. Yeah.
Chris.
I think a cool Canadian band for us to open for would be Always.
Cool. All right. If you had a time machine and you could go back to any music and moment If you had a time machine and you could go back to any moment in music history, where would you go?
Live Aid with Queen.
Classic.
Yeah. I need to see it.
That's in like the top 5, I think. That there's I'll tell you what they are after, but
Okay.
That Beatles rooftop gig. There were some guys on the roof across the street that could see them.
Yeah.
I'd love to be one of those guys.
sweet.
Live at Pompeii, Pink Floyd, when they were filming that. That'd be incredible.
Cool. I'll give you the top 3. There's the original Woodstock.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's Woodstock 99 when Fred Durst started the riot,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
and then there's Queen,
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
the Live Aid.
Yes.
Yeah. Those are like maybe not the top 3, but they're in the top 5 that I get a lot. So anyway,
Cool.
very good. If you could have a drink or a meal with any musician, live or dead, who would it be?
Oh. Trying to think of a dead one to make it more interesting. Sorry.
Well, she is pondering. Steve, would you like to answer the question?
Yeah, Supertramp Roger Hodgson. Just where does he come up with that stuff?
I'm sensing a Supertramp theme.
Just a great writer, like Paul McCartney, but more for the 80s and 90s.
Very good. Very good. Chris.
Ed O'Brien from Radiohead. I think would be great. I love his guitar playing and what he adds to the band, and I tried to do a percentage of what he does, so he'd be cool.
I can totally see that, man. Like On the Mud, your stuff there, I was thinking Radiohead vibe. That is cool to hear you confirm that.
I'm going to go with Amy Winehouse after everything. I love all of her music and her style, and I'm influenced in certain ways by her. So
Very good. Okay, the very last question. It's for everybody, and this is as the band Sharlee. Final question here on Ego and Vice, 13 questions with the band. Who is Sharlee?
it's me. I'm just kidding.
Just a band that does tunes you're going to fall in love with.
Yeah, just a real, from the heart kind of band that can get you to dance, can get you to reflect, and to just enjoy good music.
Yeah, I think our tagline is we make music that will make you dance and cry. So hard to tackle that one, or hard to beat that one. Mm-hmm. So if you want to dance and cry, Sharlee's the band to do it. So thank you so much for being on Ego and Vice. It's been a pleasure meeting you all, and good luck with everything. Don't break up. We won't.
You won't.
Thanks
Thank you
for
so much
having
for
us.
having
Thank
us.
Breath.
How sweet of me to walk away from you in your hour of need. I'm not your property or shoulder to cry on in your hour of need. How sweet of me. How sweet of me to act like it's okay. You let me down, and I would always stay a marionette. I would play your games. How sweet of me. If you had empathy, you would have set me free. And I know it must be hard to see me like this, baby. 'Cause I set me free, baby. How nice of you to let me get this far when I was down. I tried to mend your heart, a waste of my time is what you truly are. How nice of you. If you had empathy, you would have set me free. And I know it must be hard to see me like this, baby. 'Cause I set me free, babe. If you had empathy, you would have set me free. If you had empathy, you would have set me free. And I know it must be hard to see me like this, baby. 'Cause I set me free, baby. 'Cause I set me free, baby. 'Cause I set me free, baby.
I'd like to thank Sharlee, Chris, and Steve for coming on Ego and Vice. It was a fun time. If you want to get a hold of us, you can get a hold of us at egoandvice@gmail.com. Myself, Max, or the Vickler, will always be available to answer your call or email. Either one. If you want to check out the podcast, go to any streaming site, or you can go to egoandvicepodcast.com, the HQ, the Fortress of Solitude, all things Ego and Vice will get you there and lead you other places. Anyway, thanks again for showing up. Goodbye, sweet winter. We barely knew you.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.